I could go where the trees breathe easy, the rivers flow freely. Where do I go when I was born in a Babylon and Babylon feeds me? Well, I wish I could go where the trees breathe easy, the rivers flow freely. It's all I know, born in a Babylon.
You're listening to the B-Side Project at BPM 2012, and it is live, yeah. We have Funktion One.
Hello.
What's your name? Yes, what's your name? David. Did we meet last year? No, we did, didn't we? And we've been emailing ever since. Yeah. Nice to see you again, David. Take a seat. Do you want to switch the video feed over? Nice one. So, just a quick chat about what you've been up to at BPM this weekend. What's the feedback been like?
It's been great, yeah. It's lovely to meet sort of all different types of people here and be able to have chats about sound and about music and yeah, it's great. It's really
brilliant. I remember talking to you about B-Side last year actually, and yeah, it's going there, going strong. You do some sound kind of, what would you call it? Sound, well, kind of showpieces in the sound area here, don't you, throughout the weekend?
Yeah, we've got there's various systems for people to listen to here, and there's 3 sections, and we've got a new speaker that's being launched into manufacture next month, and yeah, so it's here for the first time, and people are able to hear it. So yeah, it's good.
Brilliant. It's a good place to showcase that kind of thing, isn't it? And what have you got in the next? Have you got anything new coming in the next year, or any new products coming through, or is it? Excuse me. Is it about showcasing and promoting what you've already got on your product list?
Yeah, I mean development's always ongoing at Funktion One, and we're incredibly active at the moment. So yeah, there's lots of stuff in the pipeline, but yeah, it's just giving people an opportunity to come and hang out with us and to exchange views and you know, spread knowledge if we can, and a bit of our insight if it's helpful to people, and yeah, just you know, just to mix and talk to people. Really, it's good.
I know that you come across as a very approachable company, and you're a UK-based company. What's the kind of the history of the company, if anyone wants to know, you know, where it came from and how it started?
Well, Tony Andrews is the main designer and the head of the company, and him and the design team, they've been together since mid-70s really, on a constant pursuit of audio quality and speaker development. An amazing body of work that he's put together and continues to develop, and it's all about giving audiences deep musical connection and experience and entertainment. So yeah, so it's about heightening that experience for people, and that's what we do. I think that's why people like it. It's sort of you know, because it gives them experiences, and
it's all about the passion. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about passion this weekend in a few seminars, and the people that it seems that people that started Funktion One have that just passion and drive, and then obviously the people that want to buy Funktion One and want to get involved and have that as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Our hearing's an amazing sense, and it links directly to our emotions. So, yeah, the sound is the medium for that. So yeah, it's as much as you can do to minimise distortion. There's a lot of conversations here about you know, about what DJs can do to you know, through production, through choosing good quality file formats, through how they're using mixers, not overdriving inputs, keeping signals clean so that the sound system can then amplify it. All of these kind of things are really important. You know, through to what sound cards people are using, what file formats. All of this stuff has a big import on how it comes across when you go and play out. And also what your monitoring's like in your studio as well. People often that maybe they're mixing on a, maybe they're making their music or listening at home on something that isn't really full frequency range and isn't really putting a sound across like it's going to be if they're playing out at a big club or festival. And then they go and they listen in a DJ booth, and maybe the DJ monitors maybe aren't that great, so they never really hear it like the crowd are going to hear it. And so you know, upping the quality of what people are referencing on is really important too, and how things are mastered, and you know, the quality of the downloads, all of these kind of things. So being able to talk directly, there's quite a lot of people that are coming, you know, just seeking a bit, just happy to chat, and we are, and that's what's nice about BPM, is that there's that direct connection between people, and it's like a melting pot. It's great.
It is. It's all about the kind of process from the actual production, and when you're mastering a track, you can get a track to be perfect length, as you said, but then it's then that link to the sound system. And if you haven't got the right engineer with it at the time, the track can sound completely different. I've worked with an engineer that has Funktion Ones over in Norwich area, and he just knows the kit down to the last T, and it sounds perfect every time. And do you work with engineers and train them?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time all over. I'm in Funktion One. There's, it's quite a relatively small number of people, despite our profile, and but we travel a lot to kind of work with our representatives in various countries, and to spread understanding so that they can use it right. It's very simple to use, but it just needs an openness. I mean. And an awareness of the sound. But what you say about the connection between the sound technicians and the DJs is a really important area, and it should be a cohesive. And if it is, then the events are always better. But very often there's like this attrition between the DJ thinking the sound person's going to come into their space and try and turn them down, and and there's like a bit of angst, and they don't want it, so they don't want them in the booth, and the sound person probably thinks the DJ is going to provide them with, distorted signal because they're turning it up into the red on the input or something, and so very often you see almost like totally no communication, and so there's a DJ playing and the sound tech, even on quite big systems, maybe making counter adjustments on a submixer or something like that. There's no substitute for communication and getting it right on the DJ mixer, if you do that, even on the biggest festivals, you do that. You run probably particularly on input levels. If you can run them lower, don't overdrive that fragile input circuitry. It's like a preamp. Be careful. Treat that signal carefully. Don't drive into the red on the input on any mixer. Apply gain elsewhere. Master's more robust. Then if you've got communication with the sound person, you can apply gain at the sound system. So it's gain structure really, but it's very important.
It is very important. There are a number of gigs that I've kind of run or been to, and the DJs do try and run it into the red, and everyone wants it louder, but it's up to the sound system to hold that, not the mixer.
Yeah. And if you get everything clean, then you can go further into the sound. You can then and you can make it more involving, more physical, and yeah, you can just go further into it. It's like if someone's playing an MP3, you're never going to really be able to fully go into. You're going to get a sound, of course, but you're not going to get that fully involving, amazing thing where people come together in the vibe. So lack of distortion, whether it's production, file format, how the levels are set, all of this kind of thing, it all directly affects the vibe of an event. People might not intellectualize it as such, but it's absolutely tangible, and makes huge differences. Yeah.
I think that's why Funktion One, it's had as a brand. I've gone to gigs before purely because it's had a Funktion One sound system there. It's almost like one of those systems where you go to that gig or that event based on the sound system rather than actually what DJs have been on. Were you aware of that? And is that something that's been important to you as a brand?
Yeah, it's very nice. We get emails all the time from people saying, that have actually gone to the trouble of writing to us to say thanks and send really nice messages about experiences and times they've had out with the system. So yeah, it's great. I mean, we do it with care and love, and that's what we do it for. So it's very nice that people feel that and respond to it. And
that's really great. And just finally, that we're only here today, but obviously here tomorrow as well. You're talking to the public about their experiences and DJs and people on that level, but your customer base and your target, are they the engineers, are they the clubs? Who do you go for?
Well, it's very wide really. I mean, from someone that wants a small system in their home, these days we do that. And all the way through to the biggest clubs and festivals. So you know, whether it's rental companies or big clubs. I mean, we're even doing stuff at the Russian Winter Olympics in some of the main stuff out there. So I mean, there's, you know, it's very wide ranging, and our customer base is all different kinds of people, and you know, long live that, because it's.
Exactly, that's fantastic. I did not know. I mean, that's the thing. Some people think that a lot of the brands, and especially, you know, Funktion One included, are quite untouchable in terms of, you know, if they were for a home system. Like you said, the home systems are now available for people.
Yeah, I think another thing is, I think people maybe have a perception that Funktion One's really super expensive, and it's probably more expensive than certain things, but you know, we try very hard to be reasonable with things, and it's not as out of reach as people might think. I really honestly believe that. So, you know, if people are interested, get in touch, and you know, we can help, and you know, find out.
And for those that aren't at BPM this weekend and they're listening online and listen to our podcast afterwards, which we will give you a copy of, where can they find out more information?
Well, they can go to the Funktion One website, which is function-one.com. There's all our contact details on there. Drop us an email, or call us up. There's a phone number there. You can reach us, and we can help out. That's probably the best way. Call us, give us a call, have a chat. You know, there's nice people all over the place that we can put them. You know, dealers and representatives. If you want Funktion One for an event, we can put you in touch with the right people. So, yeah, we're open and approachable. Just give us a call. And
lovely, and we can see that as well. We've enjoyed kind of meeting you last year and this year as well. We will put your links up on our radio Facebook page as well, so people can just go directly through there. So thanks for joining us, David.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Cheers.
All right, take care. Yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you. And that was David from Funktion One. You can get the information from our Facebook page later on today. You're listening to the B-Side Project at BPM 2012. Oh my God, I went back in time. We've had a few shout-outs. Jamie Tilley wants a shout-out, and Amy Chivers wants a shout-out. A few more coming later on, and a few more requests coming later on as well. We're back into the, what are we playing? And this is from the Atom Live and the Access Music soundtrack.